Hello and welcome back to Factorio and Space Age. So it turns out that I have a severe lack of steel. And while this has helped a little bit, we can see here we went from doing a pretty stable 600-ish legendary ore to around the double. I'll be freaking honest, this is not gonna cut it for the space science. This is gonna be very ineffective. So what I've decided that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a detour from designing this Fulgora stuff to completely redesigning the Asteroid casino. Because I have some ideas. I kind of want to implement something similar to this, but for Asteroid Casino. I want a significantly faster and more compact ship. And then we'll separate the space science and the Asteroid Casino, because I think they are just interfering with each other right now. And I don't think this here is worth it. This consumes 3.84 legendary iron per second to potentially make 1000 SPM. Like, okay, it's nice, but this ain't cutting it at all. Okay, can we go back here and do circuit condition, please? So we're gonna completely redesign this. So once we drop in here, I'll just do this because we can just get right into this. I'll be honest. We're gonna kill everything except maybe the reactor for now. Okay. And this here does take a little bit of time because it's so much to do. We have a lot of crushers here as well. Okay, let's start sending this to Novice. The downside of this is that we're probably gonna have to do the same thing and redo the reactor, because we're just not gonna need this much power. I don't think we're going lasers with this. I feel like it's been such a waste, really. Auto request missing construction materials. I don't think so. Because we are not constructing anything. I'd be very surprised if that is the case. Okay. Boom. We'll do this. We're gonna take away this space platform stuff. And this as well. This is probably gonna take a little bit of time. We can remove this. It's not necessary anymore. Okay. Now we have to wait just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this is taking some time to deconstruct. And we are actually running around 10 updates per second right now. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna struggle to keep 60 FPS for the entirety of this. Can I just jump in here? Maybe getting 1 stack of asteroid productivity. I don't think we can finish it probably, but let's see. Okay, at least this part has almost stopped. We're gonna start sending this to novice. I know this is unnecessary, and the fact that we're gonna have to send more here when we're constructing the other part of the platform is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So I'd like to remove these containers here. I want to steal like this bottom part here. And then we're gonna modify it slightly. Because I think we're gonna go slightly wider than this. This is 9. I feel like we could probably do something like this and still be fairly okay. Okay. Man's leaving some weird shapes here. Okay, we are about to finish this. Or not. Okay. Perfect. So we're gonna have to kickstart the reactor again. Just gonna send everything down as well. Except maybe the last part of the platform here. Okay, and let me steal up to here. Boom. This is kickstart ship. Fusion power. And that should be all that this actually requests. And we can stop this from going anywhere. This is gonna be... This is gonna be Asteroid Casino 1. So I'm gonna wait for this to construct most of it. We'll do this. And a couple more on this side. So now we have a significantly wider ship here. This should be kind of the width that we aim for. We'll kill this off. Gonna find this. Okay. Empty this, please. And then we'll do this here. Do we actually... I don't think we really need this part. Or this part. Or this part. That's gonna be fine. Okay. You're constructing that. I don't think... Yeah, okay. So that's kind of fine. We can remove this. We'll remove this part here and this. Okay. And then that. this part here needs to move over to here. Okay. We can do this. We can also do... I know we have this somewhere here. Was it blue? No, I don't think so. Not here. Not here. Man, okay, where did we have that? I think we might have stopped using that. This one. Conveniently, I already had that here. Okay. Okay. We'll do this. We're removing that. This needs to go. Same with that belt. And we're going in the other direction, yeah? Okay. So, interestingly enough, okay. Now we need to figure out what the hell we're doing with the rest of the space. That can probably stay. We can do this. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna have to prime up a bit. We do have a couple of asteroids here. I don't know how long I want to make this, I'll be honest. Okay, I should have maybe made this into a new ship instead. I just realized. Okay, you really want to dump some stuff out here. We'll do it like this for now. I don't know if I want to keep that or not. So how many asteroids do we think that we can collect, really? And the majority of this, let's do legendary crusher like this. Gonna recycle, recycle, recycle. We're gonna do this. Gonna we are not gonna do that though. So how are we doing this anyway? So you're gonna be on the inside of this belt. Realistically. What's the chance again? There's an 80% chance of outputting an asteroid. Maybe... for the sake of this ship, we actually want to do this. Whenever... I don't know, I think we'll start with 100. We're not going to need that much ammo on this belt. And then we'll do this. We're gonna do this, yeah. The normal asteroids go out there. No, I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to design this differently. So let's say that we have this kind of area to work with. This is the width that we have to work with. Out of curiosity, does this fits extremely nicely, holy shit. Okay. Okay, so I don't know why I was doing that. Okay, so we got the output here. That's not too bad. So we can just eat a ton of these asteroids here. These will mostly catch things that are not on that. Okay. So then we just don't do this at all, right? Because we are only removing things from this. We're putting them in here. And we'd have to loop this somehow. Okay, so if we do... is this what we do? We're gonna have to try this again. Yeah, so if this is more than normal quality, we're gonna put it here, I think. This belt in here is gonna be choked, right? Anything less than green needs to keep going. On this particular belt. But how the fuck do I want to loop this back? That's the question. I think we do this instead. It's gonna be easier for me to see what the hell's going on. Okay, so normal quality goes on this belt. Anything that's not normal quality goes on this belt. Like so. this is actually this. This is this. And here we have the ice. Can we compact this here, maybe? Okay. So we would do this. Okay. And here we would do the same. Which means I would be able to do this. Like so. That would be fine. Okay, so if we extend this platform a significant amount, so when we we could do this. Now we've loaded all the non-normal ones here on this belt. Anything that's green is gonna get absorbed by this. Anything lower than blue would go here and get looped back into the system. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this, but I think it's gonna work. Oh, we would have to do it the other way though. Yeah. Okay. So we'd have to go here. I think we'd have to do this, yeah? Because in here, we want to have anything that's green quality, right? Yeah, that's one step out. Okay. So then here we take green out. Like this. I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out exactly. But we'd need anything more than green to go out on this side. And then so 2, 4, 6. Like this. This needs to be blue. This needs to be more than blue. So we'll put this here for now. Okay, that can go away. And then here we'd obviously have to do this. Like so. That's fine. This will then be anything under epic will go in here. There's a chance this is gonna stall. Oh, I should have changed this to the blue. Like this. And like this. Okay. Right, we can remove this for now. This will be epic and legendary. No, this will only be epic. Right. So any epic and legendary things that come through here will go on this belt. We'll filter out the legendary here. Boom. And then we'll do something with that. Okay. This is pretty much the ship that we're talking about then. One, two. Okay. This goes here, 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 and here. Okay. Perfect. This can go away. Gonna have to try and trim here a bit. That's fine. That's fine. This can be trimmed. That can be trimmed. That should be there. We can trim some stuff here. Like so, maybe. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Yeah, let's remove that. Because we ain't making any of that right now. Okay, yeah, you have so much ammo on this ship. Let's do some trimming here as well. Trim, trim, trim. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna leave that for now. And then we'll do this. So once we have legendary things coming in here, I would like... We can just do this, I think. This, but legendary. Legendary this. Legendary that. And legendary and productivity modules. And we can do this here as well. Okay, that's gonna be 3 each. You're gonna be able to do this very well. Okay, if this is legendary, this, or this, or ice, you will put this back in here. Okay. Like so. I actually think that will do this. So we'll do this. Put one there. They're going to be 1200 speed, both of them. Really. And then, do we have these bad boys? We'll have legendary ice. We'll have legendary calcite. We'll have legendary carbon. We'll have legendary sulfur. Copper ore. And iron ore. Boom. So, I'm pretty sure, didn't we have this somewhere? Maybe not. So how do I want to do this? Wait, maybe we don't want to do this at all. So I want to read this. I want to set a filter based on something like this. So we take this and we'll have a stack size. In this case, let's say 20k. So whenever iron ore, actually legendary iron ore, then you output legendary iron ore. And this will then be legendary copper, legendary ice, legendary ice, legendary carbon, and legendary calcite. This. Calcite, ice, carbon, sulfur. Sulfur. We'll put this here. We are going to read from this. No, we don't want to send to platform. I just want to read contents. So we're reading this. Then we're gonna take this output signal. We're gonna set filters. Boom. And if this passes through, I'm just gonna route this down here to be very thrown overboard. Like this. Okay, so here we have exactly 30. So from here, we probably just want to do this. Okay. No, wait. This has to be the... This has to be here. Okay. Oh, this kind of messed it up. Okay, so we're gonna add novice and have a time passed 5 seconds. We're gonna go Volcanus. Time passed 5 seconds. And we're gonna test run this and see how this works. Kind of afraid it's gonna run out of fuel. Hopefully this on the side is gonna catch enough that it doesn't. Well, it's quick, I can tell you that. Okay, this 50 is probably... Probably not enough. Let's increase this to 100. Okay. Oh, right. This can't use a filter. This is just gonna be the output. That's true. I feel like this is not gonna scale very well. But we'll see. If we're gonna end up in a situation here where we have too many things, yeah, we're gonna flood this belt, I think. What happens when this can't output? Because these will end up not being able to output. When everything is less than 200. Holy fuck, yes. Okay. Yep, we fucking flooded this. Let's see if we can unbreak this. Let's do 50 here. I'm gonna have to dial this in. Wait, what? No. 50, please. Jesus Christ. Okay. That was piss annoying. Yeah, we should have seen this coming. And because we're putting it out on the other side, this is gonna keep being a problem. We'll have to do this. Okay. let's see. This might be able to work. We'll see. Okay. Now we're kind of smooth running. I'd like to see how much we are having right here. We put something here maybe. I just want to see here. Okay, yeah, we definitely have way too much right now. So this is gonna need to go under, like, way lower for this to do anything. Okay. Now we have reached the level where it's doing something. Technically, this probably should be a normal asteroid. This less than 50. This should be this. This should be ice. To, like, really balance it, right? Because I don't mind having the ice here, right? You are not doing anything because legendary ice. Why are you not picking this up again? Can you explain this to me? Legendary ice, please. Okay, cool. Okay. Right. We actually don't want to use a filter here. You just want to output. Otherwise, you're not going to output the legendary stuff, right? Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so how are we going to process this? We're going to go here, and this is going to be legendary iron ore, 20k. This is going to be legendary copper ore. This is not going to be anything. This is going to be legendary carbon. 20k. We also could do legendary sulfur. 1k. Legendary ice. 1k. And legendary calcite. 1k. So to make anything out of this, we're gonna need a legendary furnace. We're gonna need a couple of these. We are going to need this. And here we need to request legendary iron ore. 5k. And here, legendary plates, 5k. We'll put it there. We are going to put a substation on these. We honestly only need one. This should be able to be built. Clearly 50 here is a little bit low. Let's do another... no. Stack size here. Let's do 75. Whenever this is less than stack size. Okay. And we'll take the stack size and we'll just run it through here. And like that. We don't have a lot of things going here. Well, we're kind of lacking ice. We have a bunch of the other asteroids though. I don't know if 75 is going to be enough. Right, you actually need to put that out there. My guy. Okay. That's great. So this should vacuum clean up most of this stuff, right? Okay, and we do have a bunch of these coming in now, which is great. You'll have some of that coming in. You'll start making these, which is great. This is a fairly fast ship too. It looks like... yeah, ice is not doing great. Okay. We might need to increase this to 25. Not gonna lie. I think that's probably a good idea. Because this will go into the casino eventually, right? And you, yeah, okay. So this saturation looks pretty decent, actually. Why are you waiting so long? Oh, you're probably sending shit, I think. I'm not sure this is enough. I'm not sure this is enough. I think if we could... There's more processing here. Ish. Big maybe, though. Big maybe. I don't know. This is probably as good as we can make it this compact. I'm gonna let this run for a bit. I'm not super impressed with this. I think we might need a lot more. We could stack this vertically instead. So like we could do this here, get more of them, and then build the other ones here. That would be one option. Because that would kind of fit fairly easily into this design without having to majorly change the ship. Because I think everything else works pretty well. We have more than enough room. I don't like these asteroids that we have here, but it is what it is. Okay, well, this works. This does work. I'm really curious how other people do this kind of design, but yeah. Actually, I'm probably gonna take a look at how other people do this to see if I can get some other inspiration. I feel like this is decent, but I feel like there's room for improvement. The amount of asteroids that we can catch is a lot higher this time around. We could even do this, actually. That looks a bit nicer. And this should be protected on the side too. Obviously blue and purple are just chillin'. So is green is mostly chillin' as well. I wonder what the actual ratio is that you need for this. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We have kind of finished the Asteroid Casino. $140 per minute. This is not enough, though. This is really not enough. Yeah. Okay. That sucks. Because there's a one really, really big advantage with this design where we get most of the asteroids here in the front. And that's the fact that we can load up the casino very, very easily. And it doesn't have to go all the way around. So I like having this in the front. I really, really like having this in the front. Anyway, I'm gonna let this run for a bit and see what the actual stats are for it. And then we'll make a decision. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're interested in more of my content and don't want to miss future episodes, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you for watching and have a really nice day.